Welcome, guys, to Shadow Skull Studios. It's Raven Wolf. We're back with another Friday deck tech. Also, guys, to support the channel, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. And comment down below what you think of this deck. Tell me if there's any other tribes in Magic that you think don't get enough, notice, or you just want to see if somebody can make a decent deck around. This one's a pretty bad deck, but it's gonna be a pretty casual. It's called Not the Last Avatar. Welcome to Karona the False God. She's rubric in 1, haste. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, while player untaps Karona and gains control of it. Whenever Karona attacks, creatures at the top of your choice get +3/+3 until end of turn. Now, we're going to be choosing Avatar, but our opponents can choose anything. So, yep, and she's a 5/5, which if you choose Avatar, makes her an 8/8 immediately for 6 mana with haste. And we're going to have some ways to make it where our opponent hopefully will not attack us. Going to our Planeswalkers, we have Elspeth Resplendent. So for this one, we're going to at least choose up to one target creature, put one counter on it, and then and a counter from Flying, First Strike, Lifelink, or Vigilance. Essentially, that way we can give Karona some keyword abilities, and with that, hopefully keep her alive to pass around the table. Going to our creatures, we have Alloy Mirror for a mana dork. We have Avatar of Fury. If an opponent controls 7 or more lands, it just costs 2 red to cast and has fire breathing. We have Avatar of Hope. If we're really low on life, it costs 2 white, but mostly it's an 8 cost flying, blocks any number of creatures. Avatar of Slaughter. All creatures have double strike and attack, so everything has to go to combat. Avatar of Woe. Hopefully we can get this out for 2 black mana, and his fear and tap destroy target creature can't be regenerated. Bloodlight Pretender will count as an avatar, and it will get bigger the more avatars enter the battlefield under our control. Body of Knowledge will give us card advantage, and when it's still damage, we can draw that many cards. Deity of Scars. It'll enter with 2 -1/-1 counters, but we can remove a counter from it to regenerate it. We have Diluvian Primordial. For each opponent, we're going to get instant source from the graveyard. And you cast it. Divinity of Pride. Hopefully, it'll be an immediate 5 cost 8/8 flying lifelink. Dominus of Fealty will let us basically get one of our opponent's things. We have Essica, God of the Tree. Mostly it's to play the Prismatic Bridge, though. We have a Excruciator, which is basically if we'll attack with it, our opponents cannot block it. We have Gandalf, Westward Voyager. Since we're going to be casting things that are pretty big, basically, hopefully making copies. Gas Lord of Fuge. It's unblockable. When deals damage to a player, we get to choose a card and exile it from their hands. Hallowed Spirit Keeper. Well, hopefully we block with it or attack with it, and it will hopefully make a bunch of 1/1s. Herald of Leshrac will basically have us gaining control of our opponent's lands, so that we can kind of mana ramp. We have Living Lore, which will hopefully get one of our instant sorceries from our graveyard and let us cast it again. We have Illuminate Primordial, which is a Swords of Plowshares for each opponent. Metallic Mimit, which will make our things come in with an additional counter. Molten Primordial will hopefully be a win con. We want to take our opponent's biggest things, or their important things that protects them, and swing them at them. Morph on the Boundless is to make all our dudes cheaper, and it's an anthem. Muldrotha is Graveyard Recursion. Overbeing of Myth is basically equal to the number of cards in our hands and its extra card advantage. Primeval Protector will hopefully ETB and put one counter on each of our creatures. Progenitus is an avatar. Hopefully we're swinging with Karona, a 13/13 that can't be blocked. Scion of the Wild gets bigger the bigger our board is. Sepulchral Primordial will let us steal our opponent's creatures from their graveyard. Sarah Avatar, basically it's just going to be a 7 mana really big avatar. Soul of Innistrad, Graveyard Recursion. Soul New Phyrexia is Protection. Soul of Windgrace is Land Recursion and some like land, if we wanted to like do some shenanigans with it. Transcendent Master will hopefully be a 9/9 indestructible lifelink. To be honest, it's if nothing else, we're just going to be leveling it up, and it's basically 15 mana for a 9/9 indestructible lifelink. For sorceries, we have Cultivate for ramp, Haunting Voyage for graveyard recursion, Kindred Charge as a win condition, Kindred Dominance as a hopefully one-sided board wipe, Kodama's Reach for ramp, Heroic Intervention for protection, Holy Day as a fog, Fierce Protection for protection. Going into artifacts, we have an Arcane Signet. We have an Assault Suit that we can, hopefully when it gets equipped to our commander, it basically goads it, makes our commander bigger, and they can't sack our commander. We have Basilisk Collar to give one of our things Death Touch and Lifelink. Chromatic Lantern for mana fixing. Chromatic Ori for mana fixing. Commander Sphere. Fist of the Suns to hopefully get our stuff out cheaper. And with Morphon, we're going to cast our spells for free. Or avatars for free, hopefully. Herald's Horn is going to reduce the cost of our avatars and hopefully card advantage, get them off the top of our deck. Pillar of Origins is a good mana rock. Soul Ring and Urza's Incubator to make our dudes cheaper. For enchantments, we have Ghostly Prison to stop us from being attacked. Ghoulish Impetus that we can put on our commander so it will be goaded, can't attack us. Incriminating Impetus, basically to goad our commander. Kindred Boon is to make our avatars indestructible. Martial Impetus is to goad our commander. Molten Echoes is to basically get extra ETBs with our primordials or just get extra avatars on the board. Parasitic Impetus is to goad our commander. Same thing with Predatory Impetus. Propaganda to stop them from attacking us. Reflections of Lijara will hopefully get us extra avatars. Shiny Impetus to goad our commander. Vow of Lightning to goad our commander. And Vow of Wilderness to goad our commander. Now, the expensive part of this deck is literally going to be the lands. This land base is very specific just so that we can cast our spells, hopefully. So we have a Breeding Pool, Shockland, Cavernous Souls, 3 Forests, Goddess Shrine, and Dotha Triome Island, Ketria Triome, Marsh Flats, Misty Rainforest, Mountain, Overgrown Tomb, 3 Plains, Rogran Triome, Savai Triome, Secluded Courtyard, Spire Garden, 3 Swamp, and Temple Garden, Terramorphic Expanse, Unclaimed Territory, Undergrowth Stadium, Verdant Catacombs, Zagoth Triome. And that is why our deck is basically $560. It's a pretty expensive deck. I would say any deck over 300, but it's mostly the mana base. You could alter this and like the Chromatic Ori and stuff like that. You can try and cheap out on if you wanted to. But going in, let's go ahead and play test it like we do. But red is our lowest color. Or no, never mind, blue is. But overall, I think the colors are pretty balanced. Let's go ahead and play test. We'll mulligan that. We'll keep that hand. Draw. We are going to Misty Rainforest. And we're going to crack it. and we're going to get an Endotha Triome. Now, the Endotha Triome is one of the better Triomes that we can grab. Go to turn 2. We'll go ahead and put out Cavern of Souls naming avatars. Turn 3, we're going to go ahead and we're going to Godama's Reach. View library. I'm going to get a forest to put on the battlefield. I think energy enters tapped, right? I'll read it later. And we're going to grab a mountain and put it in our hands. Yep. Forest will need to be tapped. But yeah, we'll go ahead, turn. We'll go ahead and we're going to do the mountain. And with this, I think what I would want to do, I should have grabbed an island. That's fine. But I wanted the red because we didn't have it. So what we'll do, we'll just cast our little 1/1 that can't be countered because why not? Next turn, pop, pop, pop. We'll go ahead, pay the 2 life. Cast Commander. We'll choose Avatar. We'll go ahead and swing at somebody and swing our 4/4, 5/5 Avatar of the Wild. Next turn, we could easily. 7 mana. We only have 6. So what we'll probably have to do is we'll hold up white and goad our commander. So our commander's gonna be really big. Was it +3/+3? Yep. So that we're gonna choose Avatar. That's 6. That's an 11/11 commander right there. And we're holding up white for a fog. Next turn, we can easily. We're still missing that 7th lands, but what we'll do is. What 2 things could I do? 6 mana. Might as well do. Now I want to hold mana up. So we do Ghostly Prison, and we'd still have mana. Next turn, easily do Soul Ring. All the mana into Assault Suit, put it on our commander. Alright, let's go ahead and do it again. Decent, decent. We'll draw for turn 1. We'll go ahead and do a Temple Garden and play tapped. Undergrowth Stadium will come in untapped. We'll do Metallic Mimic, choosing Avatar. Next turn, we'll do a Mountain. We'll cast Chromatic Lantern. Now mana is fixed. Next turn, I'll probably spend the mana to get a Commander Sphere. Next turn. Oh man, we're not getting any lands. That's fine. That's fine. We have 5 mana. So let's go ahead and do Soul of Windgrace. It'll come and play with a counter. So it'd be a 6/5. Next turn. Oh, we still don't have anything. Oh, we'd start goading our opponent's stuff. Let's go ahead. Restart. Draw for turn 1. We'll go ahead and play a forest. Next turn, we'll do a swamp. Next turn, island. Cultivate. We're going to add a mountain and a plains. Mountain. Plains. Close. That. What happened to the mountain? Close. There we go. Next turn. We'll play that so we know. Yeah, maybe so. Let's just do that. And we'll cast. How would I want to do this? That's 3, and I don't have anything lower than 3. So we'll cast that. Next turn, do that. cast 1, 2, 3 Commander Sphere going into Kindred Boon, choosing Avatar. Next turn, we'll do an island. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5th one. That's fine. We'd probably just cast our commander at this point. The commander would get copied, but it wouldn't matter. Let's see how much money we would have, because I would want to have won it over. So let's say we don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yep, we'd have just enough. Put a counter on our commander to make our commander indestructible. Next turn, now we're gonna cook off. Cast Elspeth, and we'll give our commander trample in a 1/1 counter. So then our commander would go around the table. Let's do it one more time. Ooh, that's a bad hand. Mulligan that. Cool. This one's a decent hand. So I'm going to show you why. Breeding Pool and play tapped. Turn 2. We'll do a Plains. And turn 3. Oop. We missing land drops. That's fine. We have a Trace Protection. We have a Holy Day. I'm going to go ahead and discard that. Lands. Wow. So we have all but red. What could we do here? We have a Fog and a Furious Protection. There you go. Spire Garden. Losing 2 life. We'd have 5 mana. But what I really want to do... Tap. 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 Essica for a mana dork. Next, what we'll do is Marsh Flats. Crack Marsh Flats. Get that off my screen. And I want an Indotha Triome. Do I? Oh, I could. Yes. Indotha Triome. Close and shuffle. And then we cast our commander. Next turn, Forest. Red from Essica. Or hang on. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Chromatic Orrery. Tapping a Chromatic Orrery. Vow of Lightning our commander. Pass her around the table. Then we could probably do... Sarah Avatar. I said we'd do one more. Let's do another one, though. That's a bad hand. That's also a bad hand. Dang. There we go. It's not bad. We'll draw. We'll do Secluded Courtyard, choosing Avatar. Turn 2. Unclaimed Territory, choosing Avatar. Turn 3, Godless Shrine. We lose 2. We're going to Cultivate. We're going to grab a Mountain. And a Forest. So we're still ramping out. Next turn, we'll do a Forest. I'd go ahead and do Assault Suit next turn. Black. We have 6 mana. We could do Muldrotha. If we wanted to, we could also do Avatar of Slaughter, forcing our opponents to attack. But they would have to attack us. So yeah, we could do our commander. You could do Avatar of Slaughter. I'd say let's do Avatar of Slaughter. Next turn, it comes back around to us. We'll do a Plains. Easily, probably do the Sarah Avatar. Yeah, all creatures have double strike. So you'd give her a lifelink and she would just get super big, which you could do in the future. Next turn, easily we could impetus one of our things. We could easily cast our commander, get her out. She'll pass around the table, which is fine. Then next turn, easily what I would like to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, Salt Suit, and then 1, 2, 3 for a Commander Spear. All we could do is impetus our opponent's thing too. But yeah, guys, that's the deck. It's a bit of shenanigans here. It's, as you see, it really relies. This land base is pretty much what I'm exactly gonna build for it. But I don't have all the avatars. I would build this in person. I really want to. I have a Karona in foil, which is very pricey. It goes from, yeah. But yeah, I really like Karona. I love the sword spear and either the bow sword spear or one's a short spear. This one's probably a halberd. But yeah, this is a deck I really want to build. I think I just want to make a good deck with Karona. My other one I built was stacks with Karona, but it was like stacks to protect her and stop people from attacking me. But yeah, tell me what you think, guys, and I'll see y'all again next time, and bye-bye.